You know who it is, and you know what time it is. Time to piss off some feminists, trad cucks, and whoever don't want to know the truth. Oh well, let's get started. What is going on, gents? It's R.P.M. here, reporting from Mobile Command. Now, before I get into this Reddit post, I want to send a special shout out to my main man, Lex Luthor, who has sent me so many articles and topics to cover over the years. Brother, I couldn't have done this without you. Now, speaking of my channels, you guys know that I've had at least 2 separate channels outright terminated by YouTube. So, of course, I'm over on BitChute. And speaking of BitChute, I don't know what's going on over there, but the last couple of videos that I tried to upload didn't publish. Not a big deal. But I've also created an account over on MGTOW.tv. Of course, Red Pill Married. So I'm going to start plugging that link in the description box. So, gentlemen, you guys know it's only a matter of time before I get axed from YouTube yet again. So if you're subscribed to me over here, then there's no reason that you're not subscribed to me over on BitChute and over on MGTOW.tv. Now, let's get into this Reddit post, which comes from the Am I the Asshole section. Am I the asshole for having a woman fired for making sexually demeaning remarks for 2 years? Okay, right out of the gate, I'm going to say hell fucking no. I had no idea she was a single mother. Okay, stop right there. Stop right there. Gentlemen, what is that first line meant to do? It's meant to try to elicit feelings of guilt for what he did. Gentlemen, guilt and shame are the 2 biggest weapons that are utilized to stop men from taking actions that need to be taken. Oh, you're supposed to be a real man. You're supposed to just take all this stuff. No. Anyway, even still, her snide daily remarks in the office were getting on my nerves. So good riddance. There you go. For 2 years, I rode a bicycle to my office. I'm talking full gear, spandex, elbow guards, helmet, just the works. Good to see that he took his personal safety into account. After locking my bike, I walk into my office, still in full bike gear and change clothes in the men's bathroom. A 49-year-old woman with a rat-like, swarthy face and cuntish demeanor never misses her morning opportunity to comment on my man buns, which I find enraging, but it's impossible to avoid her wrath because her cubicle is adjacent to the hall in which the only men's bathrooms are located. 49 years old. Come on now. Come on. See, this is the big problem with so many women. They refused to grow the hell up, and society does not want them to grow up because society consistently shields them. However, as we know nowadays, yeah, that shield's pretty much gone. Thank you, pandemic. The whole office hears her squawking, but because I also have a man bun style of haircut, it's always ambiguous enough to not draw heat, since nice man buns could be referring to my hair because she also has a stupid foreign accent and a rather fat, unshapely bottom herself. Okay, here's where I have to put some of the blame on the man. Now, man buns, yeah, Now, I do understand that if you have long hair and you have it tied up for the bike ride, okay, I can get that. However, after the first time she made that comment and you figured it out that she was talking about your hair and you didn't cut it, that part's on you, brother. That part is on you. Especially if she was doing it for 2 years. Come on now. Come on. Anyway, well, since March, we've been working remotely for obvious reasons, and she posted a snide comment in our Skype for Office group chat in a team meeting. She outlined that she misses my steaming man buns strutting around the office, still sweaty from my morning bike ride. I instantly sent a screenshot of her words along with the wink face to the HR department, filing a sexual harassment claim, and she was gone from the group chat the next day, and I couldn't look her up in the internal Microsoft Outlook company directory. And then someone told me that she was terminated and can't find a job, and also that she's a single mother. Whoops. Am I an asshole for getting this woman fired for commenting on my ass cheeks? Hell fucking no, you're not the asshole. You know why? Because she knew what she was doing. Now let me resurrect an old phrase that I want you guys to start using and start internalizing, because once you fully grasp this phrase, your life with women is going to be so much better. Now, this phrase originates from a video that I made a long time ago called The Untold Truth. And in that video, I talked about my experience of going through therapy and something that my therapist told me. And once I actually internalized it, it made everything so much better, i.e., it lifted all the weight off my shoulder. Now, here is that phrase. Her decisions and her actions are never your fault. Let me say that one more again. Her decisions and her actions are never your fault. You see, gentlemen, going back to what I said earlier about guilt and shame, society loves to tell men that whatever happens to us, it's our fault. Somehow we deserved this. No, that's not the case. Now, one thing that people love to say, especially when it comes to the whole divorce or a bad relationship, is that, well, you just chose the wrong one. That is a halfway true statement. You do choose the person that you get into a relationship with. Yes, you do. However, when that person decides to change their behavior and undertake certain actions, that is not your fault because that person makes that conscious choice. If your wife or girlfriend decides that she wants to step out and cheat on you, no matter what you do, that is a choice that she makes of her own free will. Just like the woman in this Reddit post, she kept making those remarks of her own free will. Why? Because she was under the impression that as long as she was able to weaponize HR for herself, of course, this guy wouldn't have been able to actually say anything because everybody in the office should have been able to pick up on this, but they all enabled her behavior. Now, let's switch the genders. If a quote unquote creepy guy would so much as look at a woman who came in full workout gear, oh, that would not have been a 2-year ordeal. He would have been gone inside of a week. And guarantee you, it would have been somebody else in that office that would have reported that guy. So all in all, no, this guy is not an asshole. In fact, he should have done this sooner. Gentlemen, stop letting guilt and shame put you into a position to be sexually harassed. Because, face it, gentlemen, men are sexually harassed day by day, just like women. Except, here's the big difference. We as men, we know that we don't have HR in our back pocket because we understand that most HR departments are chock full of rabid feminists. And if we go to report to them, they're going to get us fired. But gentlemen, I simply say this. Start using the legal system if it comes to it. Men have to start suing the absolute shit out of these companies. Wrongful termination? Oh, okay. You believe that woman over me with no evidence because you are afraid for your job? Okay, so put the pressure on the employers. If they're not going to give you the same level of, action that they would for a woman, guess what? Sue the living crap out of them. Hit them in their pockets. See, that's the big reason why so many women are able to get away with shit like this in corporate settings, because they're afraid of getting sued. Men, it's time for us to step up and give them that same level of smoke. But with that being said, gentlemen, read the Reddit post. Let me know what you guys think. And gentlemen, remember this phrase. Her decisions and her actions are never your fault. And for you ladies, the power is still metaphorically out. All the protections that feminists were able to get you in a civilized world, they've gone out right along with it. So yes, ladies, you're starting to catch that smoke just like us men would. That's all I got to say for this one. R.P.M. I am out.